Imagine this. You're driving home just after sunset, a road you've taken hundreds of times before. But tonight, the street signs seem blurry, headlights glare like spotlights, and you catch yourself gripping the wheel tighter than you used to. Or maybe it happens at home. Walking down the hallway at night, you miss a step because the edges of the floor and walls seem to melt together. These moments feel small, but they carry a heavy weight. They whisper a question no one wants to hear. Am I losing my independence? I'm Dr. Brian, and welcome to Ageless Garden. For decades, I've worked with older adults facing these exact fears. And here's the truth. Night vision decline isn't inevitable. Your eyes can heal even while you sleep. In this video, we'll uncover 4 simple, natural foods, rich in omega-3s, that can fuel your eyes at night and protect your independence. As we age, our eyes don't fail all at once. The decline sneaks in quietly. At first, it's just harder to adjust when the lights dim. Then contrast fades, glare sharpens, and edges blur. Some stop driving at night, others trip on steps they once walked with ease. The truth is, your retina, the delicate layer that captures light, loses strength with time. Inflammation builds, circulation slows, and repair lags behind. What makes this so dangerous is that most people don't realize how far their vision has slipped until something goes wrong. But there's hope. When it comes to eyesight improvement food, nothing has earned its crown quite like salmon. You've probably heard it praised for heart health, but what most people don't realize is that salmon may be even more important for your eyes, especially as you age. Inside every serving of wild-caught salmon are 2 extraordinary compounds, EPA and DHA. Think of them as the building blocks of your retina. Without them, the very film of your internal camera begins to weaken, leaving your night vision vulnerable. Let me explain this simply. Your retina is like the old-fashioned film in a camera. It captures light, shapes it into images, and sends those images to your brain. Over decades, oxidative stress and low-grade inflammation chip away at this delicate layer. DHA, a type of omega-3 found abundantly in salmon, is what keeps those retinal cells flexible and resilient, like oil that keeps a machine running smoothly. EPA, its partner, helps reduce the silent inflammation that makes the retina stiff and sluggish. Together, they form a team designed to keep your vision sharp when the lights go down. I think about George, one of my patients, who came to see me at 68. He told me he'd stopped driving after 7 p.m. Not because he couldn't handle the car, but because the roads looked foreign. Street signs blurred, headlights stretched into long streaks, and he felt unsafe. Instead of handing him a prescription, I gave him a different assignment. Add wild-caught salmon to his dinner plate 2 to 3 times a week. 6 weeks later, George walked into my office with a grin. "Doc," he said, "it feels like someone turned up the dimmer switch." His story is not rare. It's what science tells us to expect. A 2021 review published in the journal Nutrients looked at more than 20 clinical studies. It found consistent evidence that DHA and EPA supplementation improved retinal function and slowed the progression of age-related macular degeneration, one of the leading causes of vision loss in seniors. Another study in investigative ophthalmology and visual science showed that DHA helps photoreceptor cells, the very cells responsible for low-light vision, work more efficiently. These aren't just statistics. They translate into real-life confidence when stepping out at night, reading a menu in a dim restaurant, or safely making your way to the bathroom in the dark. But there's more. Salmon carries another secret weapon, astaxanthin. That reddish pigment that gives salmon its vibrant color is a powerhouse antioxidant. Studies show it shields the retina from oxidative damage, particularly in older adults. Think of astaxanthin as a bodyguard standing at the door of your eye cells, blocking the constant wear and tear from aging, pollution, and even blue light from screens. So how do you make salmon part of your diet to improve eyesight? First, always aim for wild-caught varieties. Sockeye or Alaskan salmon are excellent choices because they tend to have higher DHA levels. Preparation doesn't need to be fancy. Grilled, baked, or lightly steamed, salmon remains one of the most effective eyesight improvement foods you can eat. The timing matters too. Eating salmon at dinner, 2 to 3 hours before bed, gives your body time to digest and deliver those omega-3s into your bloodstream just in time for your eye's nightly repair cycle. And if you're thinking, but I don't love fish, I'll say this, give it a chance. A simple salmon fillet with a squeeze of lemon and some steamed greens might just become the most important step you take for your eye health. And if salmon isn't your favorite, don't worry. We still have three powerful, non-fishy options ahead. Now, I know not everyone has a taste for fish, and that's perfectly fine. Nature, in its wisdom, gave us another way to nurture our eyes. Walnuts may look humble, even ordinary, but inside that wrinkled shell is one of the richest plant-based sources of omega-3s. Specifically, walnuts are packed with ALA, or alpha-linolenic acid. Unlike salmon's DHA and EPA, ALA has to be converted by your body. The process isn't perfect, but don't underestimate it. ALA still fuels your eyes in remarkable ways. Your retina and optic nerve are built from layers of fatty membranes. These membranes are like the wiring that keeps a house lit at night. If the wires fray, the lights flicker, and darkness creeps in. Walnuts supply ALA to help maintain those wires, reducing inflammation, improving circulation, and repairing the photoreceptor cells that capture every flicker of light. They don't just feed the eyes, they also nourish the brain, which processes the images your eyes collect. I think of Marie, a woman in her 70s who came to me feeling both mentally and visually foggy in the evenings. It's like my brain and my eyes check out at the same time, she said. Her test came back normal. No eye disease, no serious conditions. But she had classic signs of omega-3 deficiency. Instead of writing a prescription, I asked her to make one small change. Add 5 or 6 walnuts to her evening snack. Just 3 weeks later, Marie returned with tears in her eyes. Dr. Bryan, she said, I didn't know how much I was missing until things felt clear again. Her story reminds us that sometimes the simplest foods can restore not just vision, but confidence. And the science supports her. A 2018 study published in the Journal of Nutrition, Health and Aging found that adults over 60 who ate walnuts regularly had sharper cognitive performance and better visual processing than those who didn't. Another study in Frontiers in Aging Neuroscience highlighted how ALA protects the tiny blood vessels of the retina. Good blood flow means better oxygen delivery, sharper contrast, and steadier night vision. But walnuts don't stop with omega-3s. They also contain vitamin E and polyphenols, antioxidants that act like shields against oxidative stress. Imagine your eye cells as soldiers in the trenches. Over time, light exposure, pollution, and natural aging wear them down. Vitamin E and polyphenols are the reinforcements, protecting and preserving the delicate structures that let you see clearly. The best part? Walnuts are simple. No cooking, no recipes required. You can toss a handful into your palm, or chop them into a bowl of plain yogurt, or sprinkle them over warm oatmeal before bed. The trick is timing. An evening snack allows the nutrients to be absorbed just in time for your body's nightly repair cycle. And unlike chips or sugary treats, walnuts satisfy hunger while quietly fueling your eyes and brain. So if you've been searching for an eyesight improvement food that doesn't taste like the sea, walnuts are your answer. They're a snack that not only calms your hunger, but also builds resilience inside your eyes. They're affordable, shelf-stable, and available nearly everywhere. And if you ask me, a small handful each night is a simple, powerful habit, one that could mean the difference between straining at dusk or walking confidently into the evening. Sometimes the smallest things carry the greatest strength. That's certainly true for chia seeds. At first glance, they don't look like much, just tiny black specks you might mistake for birdseed. But when it comes to foods to boost eye health, chia seeds are nothing short of remarkable. They're one of the richest plant-based sources of ALA, that same omega-3 fatty acid found in walnuts. But with a unique advantage, they also deliver a cocktail of antioxidants that shield your eyes from the invisible stress of daily living. When you stir chia seeds into liquid, you'll notice they swell and form a gel. That gel is more than a curious trick. It mirrors what happens inside your body. The soluble fiber and omega-3s form a slow-release system, allowing your bloodstream to carry nutrients steadily through the night. For your eyes, this means a gentle, sustained delivery of fuel, right when your retina is doing its most important work, repairing itself in the dark. I remember a woman named Darlene, 74, a retired teacher who loved crosswords. During the day, she read just fine, but in the evenings, it was a different story. Around 7 o'clock, it's like my eyes go on strike, she told me. They became dry, blurry, and stubbornly unfocused. I suggested a simple change. 2 tablespoons of chia seeds stirred into warm almond milk an hour before bed. Within 2 weeks, Darlene reported something remarkable. No more evening haze, no more stinging. And for the first time in months, she was finishing her crossword puzzles at night without rubbing her eyes every few minutes. Science echoes her experience. A 2020 study published in the Journal of Functional Foods showed that older adults who ate chia seeds daily had significant increases in blood ALA and reductions in inflammation markers within just 4 weeks. Another study in Food and Function in 2019 revealed that higher ALA levels were directly tied to better microcirculation in the retina. That's important because good circulation means more oxygen, more nutrients, and better waste removal for your eyes. The result? Less strain, sharper contrast, and steadier night vision. Beyond omega-3s, chia seeds contain antioxidants like quercetin, chlorogenic acid, and caffeic acid. These compounds act as a protective shield, blocking oxidative stress, the slow, creeping damage caused by light exposure, pollution, and aging. If omega-3s are the repair crew, these antioxidants are the security team, keeping your cells safe while the work gets done. The beauty of chia seeds lies in their versatility. They blend effortlessly into your routine. Stir them into yogurt, blend them into smoothies, sprinkle them over oatmeal, or soak them overnight in plant-based milk for a pudding that's both delicious and eye-friendly. Because they're so light, they won't weigh you down before bed, and yet they deliver lasting nourishment through the night. For seniors who want to improve eyesight naturally, chia seeds are a plant-powered ally. They don't require special cooking skills, they store well, and they work quietly in the background, repairing and strengthening your vision one night at a time. And just like with salmon and walnuts, the timing makes all the difference. Eating them in the evening means your body can channel their benefits directly into your eye's natural repair cycle when every cell is listening most closely. So don't underestimate these tiny seeds. They may look insignificant, but inside them is a powerful promise. Clearer nights, steadier steps, and confidence in the dark. There's one more omega-3 rich food I want to share with you, and it might surprise you. It doesn't come from a fillet of fish or a handful of nuts. It comes in a simple golden liquid, flaxseed oil. Some call it liquid gold for the eyes, and I think that's an accurate name. Flaxseed oil is one of the most concentrated sources of ALA, more potent even than whole flax seeds. While walnuts and chia seeds provide steady plant-based support, flaxseed oil offers a direct, dense infusion of omega-3s. For aging eyes, this matters, because the challenges we face at night often involve more than just retinal strength. Many older adults also deal with dry eyes, a hidden villain that makes glare, blurriness, and nighttime driving much worse. The tear film, that thin layer covering the front of your eyes, acts like a natural windshield. If it's unstable, light scatters, halos appear, and vision feels distorted. Omega-3s from flaxseed oil calm the tiny glands in your eyelids that produce healthy oils, restoring a stable tear film and reducing dryness. In practical terms, that means headlights stop looking like exploding stars, and reading small print in dim light becomes possible again. Robert, a 70-year-old retired engineer, came to me with exactly this problem. He wasn't losing sharpness in the day, but at night his eyes burned and watered, leaving him unable to focus. He had tried eye drops for months, but they only gave him temporary relief. I suggested adding just 1 teaspoon of cold-pressed flaxseed oil to his dinner routine. Within a month, Robert noticed the burning sensation was gone. More importantly, his night vision steadied, and he could once again read his workshop manuals in the evening without frustration. His story reflects what researchers have seen too. A 2016 study published in Cornea found that daily flaxseed oil supplementation significantly improved dry eye symptoms and tear stability. Another clinical review in Nutrients highlighted that flaxseed oil enhances retinal blood flow while lowering oxidative stress, two crucial factors in protecting the delicate tissues that allow us to see clearly in the dark. But flaxseed oil comes with one important rule: quality matters. It should always be cold-pressed, organic, and stored in the refrigerator. Heat and light can break down its fragile omega-3s, robbing it of its power. And never cook with it. Instead, drizzle a teaspoon over vegetables, stir it into yogurt, or blend it into a smoothie. Think of it as a finishing touch, not a frying oil. When we talk about diet to improve eyesight, most people imagine carrots, leafy greens, or maybe blueberries. Those are important, but omega-3s like the ones in flaxseed oil play a role that's just as vital, yet far less recognized. They don't just protect, they restore. They calm inflammation, stabilize tears, and feed the retina with the building blocks it craves. So if you're looking for an eyesight improvement food that slips effortlessly into your nightly rhythm, flaxseed oil is a simple, powerful ally. It asks so little, a teaspoon, and gives back so much: comfort, clarity, and confidence in your night vision. So how do you bring this all together without feeling overwhelmed? The secret is rhythm, not rules. You don't need a rigid diet, just a gentle rotation of these omega-3 rich foods in the evening. Picture a week like this: salmon on Monday, chia pudding on Tuesday, walnuts on Wednesday, flaxseed oil drizzled over yogurt on Thursday. Then simply repeat. What matters most isn't perfection, but consistency. Over time, your eyes will thank you for this steady stream of nourishment, using it night after night to repair, strengthen, and sharpen your vision in the dark. If you've been worried that your eyesight is slipping, especially at night, I want you to remember this: it's never too late. Even in your 60s, 70s, or 80s, your body still responds, your eyes still heal, and small choices still create big change. By adding these simple foods to improve eyesight naturally, you're not just protecting your vision, you're reclaiming freedom, confidence, and peace of mind. So tonight, take one small step. Your future self will thank you. I'm Dr. Brian, and this is Ageless Garden. Take care of your eyes tonight.